How are you doing, math learners? This is your free access YouTube edu creator, Math Teacher Ash. And today, in this video, we will have another reviewer series in preparation for our grade 9 students. So in this video, we will have series of questions and we will answer them one by one. So please tune in and finish this video. But if you are new to the channel, please click the subscribe button and notification bell for you to be updated of the School Clear Math videos just like this. So without further ado, let's do this. Alright. Question number 1. What is the reciprocal ratio of sine? Is it A, cosine, B, cosecant, C, secant, or D, cotangent? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, math learners, this question number 1 is very easy. If you can still remember the acronym for an immediate memorization of the formula for the trigonometric ratio, we have the SOHCAHTOA. The SO for the sine, the CA for the cosine, and the TOA for the tangent. Of course, its counterpart is the CHO-SIA-CAO, in which the CHO is the reciprocal of sine and CHO means cosecant. Very good. So our answer for this question number 1 is letter B. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, we are correct, my dear math learners. Now let's go to question number 2. Which of the following represent the sine ratio in a right triangle? Is it A, adjacent over opposite, B, adjacent over hypotenuse, C, opposite over hypotenuse, or D, opposite over adjacent? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, math learners, let me just correct this to you, my dear math learners. The proper spelling for hypotenuse is with an E on the last letter. So that is hypotenuse, Hypotenuse. Alright, so there is a typographical error in our choices. So the question is, what is the sine ratio in a right triangle? So remember our mnemonics, that is SO, meaning SOH. That means sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So that is letter C. Alright, so we are correct, my dear math learners. Now let us go to question number 3. In a triangle SRT, if angle S is equal to 30 and angle T is equal to 60, what is the measurement of the angle R? Is it A, 40, B, 90 degrees, C, 55 degrees, or letter D, 65 degrees? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, math learners, this is another easy question for you. Why? Because you don't need to solve anything here. You just think about that the total measurement of angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Now, two angles are already given, that is 30 and 60, which is a total of 90 degrees. So what is another needed measurement for 90 degrees in order to become a 180 degree total? So therefore, basically, the correct answer for this question is letter B, 90 degrees. Alright, I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. Now let's go to question number 4. What is the value of tan 90 degrees? Is it A, 0, B, 1, C, 1/2, or D, undefined? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, we are down here to the question or to the topic, special angles of the trigonometry. Now, if you can remember the hand technique, tangent 90 degrees means it is the sine over cosine. So therefore, if you have this figure, we have here the 0 degree, the 30 degree, the 45 degrees, the 60 degrees, and the 90 degrees. So therefore, if you have considered the 90 degrees, then it is square root of 4, because there are 4 fingers, square root of 4 over, there is none here, so square root of 4 over square root of 0, which gives you 2 over 0. Now, what is the simplified form of 2 over 0? Very good. That is undefined, because any fraction with a denominator of 0 is considered undefined. So the answer for this question is letter D. Alright, we are correct, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 5. In a triangle ABC, if B is equal to 60 degrees and B, the side B, is equal to 10, which of the following can be applied to find the value of C? Is it A, 10 over tan 60 degrees, B, 10 over cosine 60 degrees, C, 10 over sine 60 degrees, or D, 10 sine 60 degrees? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, math learners, we are now focused on the trigonometric ratio. Now, as you can see here, our B here, the 60 degrees is right here, right? So this is 60 degrees. Okay, and our B, the side B here is this one. Now, we are trying to find the letter C. Now, if we have this given, we have the theta. The opposite of the theta is this one, right? And we have the hypotenuse. So we have opposite and hypotenuse, right? So if ever you are getting the ratio of the hypotenuse and the opposite, it means that you will be using the sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. The mnemonic SOH, S-O-H, right? Okay, now finding the hypotenuse, this will be the unknown. So by the use of the properties of proportion, we can interchange this sine theta and this h here, giving us our B, which is our opposite, over sine theta. It means our theta here is 60. So B, which is equal to 10. And that is 10 over sine 60. So our answer for this question is letter C. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, we are correct, my dear math learners. So if you do have questions about this topic, kindly put it in our comment section below. Now, let us continue, my dear math learners. Question number 6. In right triangle PQR, right triangle is at Q. If PQ is equal to 12 centimeters and QR is equal to 5 centimeters, what is cosine R? Is it A, 12 over 5, B, 5 over 12, C, 12 over 13, or letter D, 5 over 13? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, math learners, in order for you to understand this problem correctly, you can use the representation. Okay, in our triangle, our right angle is the Q. Okay, now as you can see in this figure, the smaller or the smallest side is the 5 centimeters, of course. And our longer side is the 12 centimeters. Now, basically, this 5 is known as QR. So that is QR. Alright. And our 12 centimeters is the PQ. So, PQ or QP, that's the same. Okay. Now, our hypotenuse here is unknown. But, basing on the given choices, we have 512, 512, we have 1213, 513. So, therefore, it is understandable that the hypotenuse is equal to 13 centimeters. Now, if you want to have a clearer or a very sure answer for getting the hypotenuse, you can apply the Pythagorean theorem. But our problem here is cosine R. So, this is our theta. Okay? So, if that is the case, my dear math learner, we all know that cosine theta or cosine R, for this case, is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And our adjacent here is this one. This one is the opposite. This is the adjacent. Okay? So, our QR. So, that will be 5. And our hypotenuse is basically 13. So, therefore, we already know that A, B, and C are the wrong answers for this question. And our correct answer is letter D. So, let's check whether we are correct, my dear math learners. Alright, we are correct. Alright. Now, if you do have some confusions, don't forget, just rewind this explanation and you can do so. Of course, we also have our videos in our channel focusing on trigonometric ratios. So you can also check that one out. Alright, now let us go to question number 7. What is the value of sine 60? Is it A, square root of 3 over 2, B, 2, C, square root of 2 over 2, or D, square root of 2? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, math learners, this question is very, very easy. Why? Because you can apply the techniques on the hand tricks. Why? Because, as what I've said, 60 here is this one. Okay? So, this is 0, 30, 45, 60. So the starting point is the 0, right? That is the part where the sine is located. And the 90th angle is where the cosine will start. Okay, so if we have sine 60, we will just fold this one. And this is the side for the sine. So we have 3. So the technique here is square root of finger over 2. So we have 3 fingers. So therefore, that is square root of 3 over 2. So letter A. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, we're correct, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 8. Which of the following is not true in a 30, 60, 90 triangle? A. The shorter leg is opposite the 30-degree angle. B. The hypotenuse is square root of 2 times the longer leg. C. The longer leg is square root of 3 times the shorter leg. Or D. The triangle is a scalene right triangle. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, math learners, now we are finding the false statement because the question is pertaining on not true about 30, 60, 90 triangle. Of course, if it is 30, 60, 90 triangle, it means that the opposite sides of the 30, 60, 90 triangles are not the same because they have different values of the angles. So therefore, we can say that a true statement here is the triangle is a scalene triangle. So letter D is not the correct answer. Now, another technique here is that if you can still remember the topic on special right triangles, the 30, 60, 90 triangle and the 45, 45, 90 triangles. In the 30, 60, 90 triangles, it only uses the square root of 3. It doesn't use the square root of 2. Therefore, among these remaining choices, the false statement here is this one because the square root of 2 is used in the 45, 45, 90 triangle. Alright, we are correct, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 9. What is the value of y in this figure? Okay, is it A, 7, B, 14, C, 49, or D, square root of 2? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, math learners, if we will study our figure here, we can see that this triangle is an isosceles right triangle because this is 45, 45, 90. Now, in the context of the special right triangle, specifically on isosceles right triangle, the hypotenuse is the leg square root of 2. Now, our legs here are this one, okay? The one forming the 90-degree angle. Okay, now if you have a square root of 2 for your hypotenuse, what you will do is you just eliminate that square root of 2 and that is automatically the measurement of your legs. So the correct answer for this given question is 7. Alright, I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. Very easy. Now let's go to question number 10. In a triangle XYZ, it is an isosceles right triangle whose right angle is angle Y. If XY is 3 centimeters, what is XZ? Is it A, 3 square root of 2, B, 2 square root of 3, C, 9 square root of 2, or D, 9 square root of 3? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, math learners, if you have just listened my explanation earlier, talking about isosceles right triangle, it only uses the square root of 2, while the 30, 60, 90 triangle uses the square root of 3. Of course, in our choices, we have the square root of 3 here. So this is not applicable to isosceles right triangle. So B and D is already wrong. Alright? Now, we only have these two. Now, given if this is XYZ, so X, Y, and Z. Our XY, so one of the legs, okay? So one of the legs is 3 centimeters. So our YZ is also the another leg. You can figure this out or you can make a drawing of this, okay? So the other leg is also YZ. But the question here is what is the measurement of XZ, meaning the hypotenuse. So the technique here is very simple. If your leg is given in the right isosceles triangle, what you will do is you just copy the measurement of your leg and then you put square root of 2. So since our leg here is 3 centimeters, we just put square root of 2 there and you have 3 square root of 2. So letter A is the correct answer. Alright. So, my dear math learners, we are already finished in our first part of the reviewer series. If you think that this video can help you or your classmate, please kindly click that subscribe button and share this to your fellow friends, classmates, and schoolmates.